I'm Cape Joel, and this is Comic Smack, your weekly, daily, all the time, anytime comic show where I give you your fix of everything you need to know from the world of comic books and superheroes. And on today's show, we're taking a closer look at the mighty Thor issue number 703. Asgardia is under siege by Mangog, and Ragnarok may be right around the corner. What'll happen next? Well, let's hop on in together and find out. So, this issue opens up with a flashback. Jane is hanging out with her friend and current senator of Midgard, Roz Solomon. Roz is worried about Jane. She knows that if the War of Realms doesn't kill her first, then the cancer will no doubt do the job. This is a cool scene because Roz basically assumes what we as the reader may have been thinking, and that is that Jane's time as Thor, maybe, just maybe throwing herself into all these extra dangerous situations, all these rough battles, all this extra time as a hero, may have been her own weird way with dealing the reality of her own impending demise. Elsewhere, the Falcon, Sam Wilson, places a call to Jane, reminding us that, hey, these two here and in the Avengers book were kinda, sort of being teased at having a relationship, despite the fact that over in Sam's book, he was most definitely with Misty Knight. But hey, you know what? There's more pressing matters afoot right now. Like back on Asgardia, the Mangog has made ground. Heimdall does everything in his power to turn the beast back, but it's no good. Mangog is extra cruel because he gouges out the eyes of a man called the All-Seeing, proving that even though he is a terrible monster, he still loves him some irony. Cold the Serpent, being the cowardly snake in the grass that he is, knows that in a fight he has no chance against the Mangog, so he opts to do the next best thing, just destroy the Rainbow Bridge and hope the Mangog can't get to them. This idea explodes in his face almost instantly, as you might have guessed. It's here that the comic catches up with the present. Our heroes have taken Jane, after passing out in the previous issue, to go see Dr. Stephen Strange, the former Sorcerer Supreme and current veterinarian. Wow, that's actually what's going on in the Doctor Strange book right now. I feel like I should be reading it. Strange tells Jane, and by extension the reader, just how bad her cancer has gotten since she's been using the hammer. The sand in her metaphorical hourglass is nearing empty, and it's his both medical and magical opinion that if she uses the hammer one more time, her body will not be able to survive the transformation back to human. Geez, the only way this could possibly get any worse is if Doctor Strange said, hey, I'm still a doctor and you have no insurance, so I'm gonna have to charge you an arm and a leg for this. Keeping with the dire themes, back on Asgardia, things are equally screwed. Queen Freya, with no options left, decides to reactivate the destroyer armor, and even with her at the helm unloading the biggest blast ever seen on the Mangog, it doesn't even slow him down. It's not enough. Asgardia is dying every moment, and even Odin is starting to feel the pinch, like Ragnarok might just be around the corner. I mean, it's not the first time all of Asgard and its inhabitants have been destroyed. It's probably for all these reasons and more that Mjolnir once again returns to Jane and more or less pleads with her to come back and be the goddess of thunder again. What's funny is that Thor Odinson, all he's ever wanted is the hammer, and yet he's actually getting kind of mouthy with the hammer in this situation, seeing as it's more or less asking a woman that he once loved to go die for it. And for a second there, Jane really does consider it. I mean, after all, dying on the battlefield, dying in a hospital bed, what's the difference? You're still worm food at the end of the day. But she also starts to think about her friends, all the ones who have cared about her, the ones who brought her here to this moment. They want her to live, not just for the hero she's become, but because of the friend and person she's always been to them. She says that she will get back into bed, but only on the condition that Odinson, Thor, and the rest of the team kick Mangog's ass. And with that, the comic begins to wind down as father and son join forces and ready for one last push against a villain that hopes to burn all of Asgardia and its inhabitants to ashes. And that's Mighty Thor, everybody, and overall I thought it was another showstopper of an issue. We've already gotten to see how Jane's disease affects her from her own point of view, so that's why I thought it was so cool that this issue goes the extra mile to show us how her supporting cast feels about it and what it's doing to them. Mangog looks so goddamn strong and intimidating, it's amazing that he was absent from comics for so very long. Then you got the whole stuff with the hammer. I'm absolutely fascinated by this idea of Mjolnir having its own agenda and its own goals it's trying to complete, completely and utterly independent of the heroes itself. Overall, I would give this one a 9 out of 10. I am glued to this series. So that's Thor, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it, and as always, want to check out some of the other videos I have available from the channel. Then you can follow me on social media at CaveJoel, so you always know what I got coming out next. And hey, if you like what I do and are feeling in a supportive mood, please by all means check out my Patreon, link down in the description. Patrons get exclusive access to videos and content before anyone else, and I would very much appreciate it. And until next time, everyone, this has been CaveJoel. Thank you so much for watching and listening, and I'll see you all again later. Bye-bye.